Hi, I'm Howie Scarborough. I'm the CEO of Fall Protection Distributors, and we've recently written a blog about American buildings and the standing seam panels that they produce. They are a Nucor company. If you go to the blog on the website, we go in depth into the different panels and the history of the company. So I just want to go over a couple things. The first series of panels that we did the research on, so we're trying to figure out which is the best fall protection equipment to protect workers and the roof systems for American buildings standing seam panels. Can't just use any kind of screw down system. It has to be a system designed specifically for standing seam. So they have the lock seam series. So there's a lock seam and a lock seam 360. It's all depends on how the workers seam the panels. And then if you scroll down, you have the standing seam 2 and the standing seam 360. There again, two different seam profiles and how they seam the panels together. And then if you drop down into the quick reference guide here, so you'll see these are our products on the left column, and then these are the two series of panels. All of these panels, as long as it's 22 or 24 gauge steel, they are compatible with the SSRA1 products. And I'll go through these real quick. The SSRA1, this is a seam anchor. This uses 12 non-penetrating set screws to lock onto the seam. This provides single worker tie-offs. If you need to add 10-foot walkboards, you can add the SSRA2 roof jack adapters on top of the SSRA1s. And if you need to add 100-foot walkboards, you can add an SSRA3 anchor plate. This mounts on top of two SSRA1 seam anchors. So you would have that three-piece assembly at each end of a 100-foot horizontal lifeline kit. And that would allow you to have two workers with maximum mobility on that standing seam roof. Another alternative is the Ridge Pro. So the Ridge Pro is basically like a ladder hook that goes on the end of a 16-foot pole. So a worker can stand on a ladder, have the Ridge Pro in hand with a 16-foot pole. He can roll it up the roof, flip it over where it hooks over the peak, and that brings a vertical lifeline up with it that his harness is then attached to. Once he steps off the ladder onto the roof, he is already 100% tied off, so he can go do whatever tasks he needs to do, and he's going to be tied off the entire time until he safely gets back to the ladder and releases the Ridge Pro from the ladder. So that's a great alternative product. Now, keep in mind, this is the Ridge Pro is designed for 612 to 1212 pitch roofs. It's not for flatter roofs. It's for steeper roofs. So if you have any questions about these panels or any of these products, please give us a call. There's our number at the top. You can email us at support@fallpd.com. And in this lower right corner, that blue circle, that's a live chat button. Let us know how we can help you.